Okay. And then we're playing Phoenix Wright. Okay. Okay, should be loading up here in just a second. Why is it in a window? That's annoying. Wait. Okay. Oh my god, this game is loud. Okay. Alright. We're gonna do Ace Attorney. The first game in the series. I literally got an achievement for just launching the game. What the fuck? Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Oh, that's ominous. I'll make it look like he did it. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad we made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Oh. Thank you for your amazing observation skills. I couldn't figure that out myself. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong? No, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Oh boy. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Create a lot. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I would find it a lot funnier if he was actually saying that out loud. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp, hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew! I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Let me just, Cindy is her name. It's... Wait. Duh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, even though I'm using a gamepad. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Center block. Hey, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... loss of blood due to blunt trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I sure don't feel relaxed. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Okay, calling the first witness, Mr. Butts. Cool. Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yeah, you're right, it could be bad. It could be very bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several, sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. His voice has changed every single time I've said it. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? We'll stop him. It'd be kind of fun to make him wait. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Oof. Wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh boy. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Yeah. Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh boy, he went. What do I do? Yeah, he's gonna need to answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Okay, well, he saw, he heard the mental signal. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. So see, this mission is actually kind of interesting because you're told from the beginning who the murderer is, and you know for a fact. Excuse me. You know for a fact that your client is innocent because you saw the murder happen. Most cases that doesn't happen. So, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Well, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand. God, the puns in this game are awful. I love it. Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this right? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Hey, look, it's the murderer. Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go outside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Mary, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright. This is it. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Why am I going? Ah. Then, once you found a contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright, so what we're supposed to do here is we're supposed to compare all of our evidence and use it to figure out where he's lying. So if you're not... Okay. If you're not super sure about what to do, you can press them for more information, which is what I just did. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Thought he must be a hurry because he left the door half opened behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. There I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Okay. Ah, look at that. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. So it absolutely could not have been 1 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock? Gee, that's a really good question. Alright. Make them squirm a little bit. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? So now we get round 2 of the testimony. Ooh, actually, before we do that, looks like my food arrived. Give me just 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna go grab my food. It's like a minute or two, and I'll be right back. Let's listen to some music while I'm gone. Why is there no sound? Oh, that's cool. Alright, well, no music, I guess. Fuck me. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Sorry again about the wait. No, I don't want Xbox overlay. Go away. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. So remember, there was a blackout. So this game can be a little tricky sometimes. You have to present the evidence on the right one, because they can say the same thing multiple different ways, and it's the specific one that you have to present the evidence on. So it could be this one. It could be this one. So just for giggles, let's press this one just to see. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true. I think the problem lies someplace else. So press this one. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right, I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. So, by pressing, I was able to figure out which one was the right one. So we know for a fact it can't be on because there was a blackout. And you know you've got it right because the music will stop. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solhit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Man, playing a game that you have to narrate is difficult while you're reading. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Now, this is the last one. They usually go in groups of 3. But you can also tell because of the music. It's the same track, but it's faster, like more upbeat. So that's one way to see it. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. So let's look at our evidence here. Because the murder weapon is Statue of the Thinker. It's not a clock. So... wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh yeah, here it comes. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? I do, actually, because... I don't know, it seems like the right thing to do. Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. There you go. Clearly a contradiction. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. But what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. There isn't any shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, The sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock. Right now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can. She just got back from a trip. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a shadow of a doubt. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it's 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, God. The writing in this game is intense. I love it. Yeah. The puns are so bad. Order! Order, I say! Oops, wrong voice. God, there's too many characters. I can't keep the voices straight. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, you're a witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yee. And with that, this court is adjourned. Adjourned? I can speak English. Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Dun dun dun. Phew! I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations! Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? No, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Heh. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh, hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Well, actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me. She was playing me like a damn fiddle. Don't that make you want to just cry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? I do. What the heck is she talking about? The statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive. You weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of that what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thank you. And there you go. That is the first chapter of the first game. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Damn. I'm gonna come on strong. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's sure good to have good friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Man, I forgot how much I love these games. The writing's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna save. Oh, we get like save slots now. That's cool. I think you could only have like one save on the DS versions. Bling, bling. I don't know why I'm narrating the sound that's currently happening. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? Doesn't work? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I'll put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ha ha! You are not cogniferous? What the fuck? Who sneezed and came up with that word? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh, okay. So we get to see the killer in this case, too. Red, white, blue. I don't remember seeing the killer in this case. But okay. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Dun dun dun. Man. The artwork in this game is like surprisingly good for being like redrawn high-res sprite images of what was originally sprites. Oh, okay. Chief. Chief, can you hear me? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. Have you played these games before, Sugar? I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. No, wait, actually, we talked about that, I thought. Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe that was Jesse. I have not. Oh, man, these are great. Yeah, if you're into like murder mystery stuff, it's fantastic. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Look at that bust. Oh, just wait. In the second game... no, you know what? I'm not going to spoil that. There's some interesting things that happen in the story of both this game and future games. I can't just use the mouse? Oh, yeah, this is good. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Examine that bust. Yeah, okay. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand. Light stand? It's called a lamp. Lying broken in the back of the room. They are just making up words in this game. I don't understand. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Let me just oh, this is so not precise. There we go. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Oh god, no, Phoenix, don't. She's dead. That's creepy. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. Okay, yeah. That was that went somewhere I didn't want it to go. A word is written in written? Wow. A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Are you simping? I mean... You don't actually simp in this game, unfortunately. But there's a really interesting character dynamic that I don't want to spoil, because when it happens for the first time, you'll shit yourself. It's amazing. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Okay, I think that's everything that's in this room. Well, I guess I could examine the glass again. Yeah, that's everything. Oh, well, chair. Gotta look at the chair. A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Phoenix, now is probably not the time to sit in the chair. Let's see. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. I'm literally shitting myself right now. Just wait, this game gets amazing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. There's like a spiritual element. And yeah. Police, please come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh. I think I need to examine that bus next. She's standing right next to us. She's holding a phone in her hand. Yeah, you can tell this is a Japanese game. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. But why? Because there's missing screws? What does that have to do with anything? All the chief's important documents are packed in here. We filed our case. Yeah, okay. Nothing interesting. Alright. Let's look up her Facebook profile. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines, but all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Okay. So... spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do here. Alright, let's go back to the front room. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Japes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. So this is Mia's sister, younger sister. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the case or anything, but Mia had called Maya and was like, "Hey, I have some evidence that's I'm trying to hide. Can you hide it for me?" And so Maya was coming to pick it up, and she got deaded before that could happen. And obviously this girl's name was written in blood on a receipt in the crime scene, so that's not good. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis. So she was already dead. Okay, interesting. Whoops. These controls are weird. Okay. Hey, I got this bloody receipt that your sister wrote in like the last seconds before she died. She wrote your name on it. Do you want this? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. What? That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Oh, I've done it. Oh, here come the police. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Good old Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe, what an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder, see? Ah, it must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Whoa! Excuse me. Eh? This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Jeez, didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I mean, to be fair, it does look really bad. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oof. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte. You're medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, so you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forget how to delete those things. Okay. Well, that's a good solid lead. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She says if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? I mean, it's kind of a dick move, but at the same time, they're right about not having enough experience, really, so I'll do it. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much! I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Oh, touchy subject. I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow. 10... What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. Better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Kinda gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock, yeah. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. I mean, not wrong. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. Yep, Grossberg. Alright, let's go see if we can hire this guy for her. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Solid mahogany desk. Yeah, so there's like not really anything to go on here. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Is that a flask that's just sitting there? A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, well, can't get him yet, so guess we'll just head back to the offices. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. Detective Suede Shoes. I love this game sometimes. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? See, how does he know his first name's Dick? He hasn't said anything yet. I mean, he might just be calling him a dick, for all I know. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right, and don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you've got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Alright. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Why don't you look at me like that, pal? It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Cool. Instantaneous death. That's unfortunate. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you'll know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. No, don't talk about him like that. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides this case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Oh, that's great. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, then let's show him Maya's memo. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. It's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like your boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. I don't like this. His writing is weird. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay, that works out. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be handing out now. Oh, wait, one more thing I wanted to ask from you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. The names are so bad. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then? Ah ha ha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now! She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal! And now we get to go pay her a visit. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is just the transcript of the conversation. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing really for me to examine. Okay. Alright, well, let's, Oh, I could go to the Gatewater Hotel. Let's see if Grossberg's back yet. He is not. Okay, I'll go fuck myself. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine that one. Okay. This is obvious. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. So I've got to find a way to investigate it when she's not around. There's a Thanco Law office building. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching. Alright, let's talk to her. You think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Let's not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Okay. Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know you're cute when you blush. Right. Can you just tell me what it is that you do? Well, no. Tee-hee, you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Man, she is helpful. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? Whew, what amazing powers of observation. He must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Yeah, she actually just told me to go fuck myself. That's fine. Is he back yet? Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say have been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? Came to see the one and only Martin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ha-cha-cha. I've been really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even had a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. You see, it's just I'm busy, you see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. I don't have to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. Man, he's being really weird. How'd you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Okay. That's quite a painting. Haha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Alright, let's see if there's something I can present to him. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Okay. Yeah. You're boring. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Yeah, okay. Oh, can we? No, that's right. In this game we can't. Okay. There's a mechanic in Phoenix Wright 2 where you can actually present people, like their profiles, to somebody to get them to talk. Can't do that in this game, but it's a nice addition to what you can do. Alright, so I guess we're gonna move. Guess we're gonna go back to the detention center. I just have to break the news. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Or... I see. I've been abandoned, then. It is obscenely difficult doing a game where you have to narrate everything and trying to eat at the same time. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. They say a lot of power, spiritual power runs through our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There's a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. Yeah, that kind of sounds awful. So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium has all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. That's kind of rough. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Let's defend Maya. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I, have a hunch. Something about this whole thing that smells fishy. Witnesses' strange behavior. Was that all an act? The way the lawyer refused to help out Maya. More than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. That's kind of noble. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside this strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look in that drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Remember how some screws were missing from the phone? Let's see if I can present the phone to her. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Thank you. This was lying next to the chief's body. I saw that too. They said they thought these were pieces of a broken light stand. Though I'd never heard of a glass light stand before this. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I've never heard of a light stand either. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... That detective thinks I did it. I really wish they'd do more incidental dialogue, you know? Let's see, can I go back here now? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently, using your facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot! Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia's and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? It absolutely could be. It's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? Interesting. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. So every case has several phases, where there's like an evidence collecting phase, and then there's the actual trial. The only exception is the first trial in both games. They're just the trial. Kind of ease you into it. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. As I hit the microphone, my bad. The body was found by this window here. That is oddly penile-shaped. I don't like that. That can't be intentional. I refuse to believe that's intentional. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It's heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. So let's press him. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call is from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. I'm not sure it did anything, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal. Your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. Should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, the music stopped. That means I found it. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Miss Mary isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Okay. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Dun dun dun! That's pretty cut and dry. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Okay, here we go. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. So, I already know what the answer is here, obviously, but we should all be able to tell what it is. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. See, there's a problem with that. Remember the autopsy report? She died instantaneously. How is she able to write something in blood if she's dead? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of them lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after, I thought. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. So if that's not evidence that Mr. Edgeworth here just fabricates his own evidence so he can win, I don't know what is. Should have known you had something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Oh man, we're just ganging up on poor Gumshoe. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Oh boy, it's about to get fun. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Damn, that was some cleavage bounce. Holy shit. I want to point out that this game was originally made for Nintendo systems. And they let that through. Witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. I cannot take this game seriously. It is impossible. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor, it is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? Well, my cross-examination. I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Absolutely. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. She has to have some weakness. Alright. Let's look at my evidence here. Died from a blow from a blunt object. Must have lived. Yeah, that was AM. Okay. Didn't really help me as much as I thought it would. Let's see. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. The one, like, dodged to one side and ran away. That doesn't sound right. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Yeah, I think it's this one. This one. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. See, I'm worried that if I question this now and I don't have any evidence, it's gonna hurt. Let's try it. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Erp. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ah, see, I did think that, but I didn't see a way to present it, so, okay. Because she's got the crazy clothes. But her hairdo looks far from normal for me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus! Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar. Rower. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Okay. Well, we got to the next phase at least. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The Thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Okay. So there's clearly something wrong here. I'm willing to bet it's this one. Dodge to the right. Well, if she dodged to the right, then how did the lamp break? She had to have dodged to the left. Unless I'm missing something. Let's just press her. I'll start from the beginning and I'll just press everything. So, you saw me then, too. Of course! I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. No, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. God, her personality is... Ugh. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand. Right. Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. I don't like it because the lamp is broken to the left. And there would be no reason for the lamp to be broken if they were on the right side of the room, you know? And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Sigh. What happened then? And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The Thinker, I think? Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. So it's something to do with the clock. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I don't know what you're onto, Phoenix. Let's just present this. I think you have to present the statue. Ha! Got it. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that by just looking at it. Erp. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh, Erp. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. I'm not. No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. So remember, Mia took out the clockwork to hide the documents inside of it. There's no way she could have heard it ring. Oh! See anything interesting? This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. What a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can, actually. Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. It's the cell phone. Because 9:27 a.m. and she says that she's hollowed out the clock. That's a very cute cell phone. You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I love the stressed out, angry Edgeworth. It's so good. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Hello, T-Nug87. Okay, that's an interesting word. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. 12 hours before she died. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? You bet your sweet judge ass I do. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Yeah, I guess I just present the clock. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Yeah, that was right. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh my god, the puns, the writing, the dad jokes, it's so good. Oh, excuses on sale today? Oh my god, Phoenix, you're on fire. Stop it. Ooh. Ooh, she's pissed. Here we go. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? fucking grooving song. I love the song. She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Okay. Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. It's scary. Yeah, that's How did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. Oh shit, no, that's not right. Mr. Wright, when was this? No, the clockwork was taken out. She couldn't know by holding it. That's what happened in the first case. No, I fucked up. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Yeah, I fucked up. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Oh. Yeah, no, that was 100% my bad. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder? She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Tee-hee. Didn't the murder take place at 9 p.m. that night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. But if that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There was one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? I'm pretty sure it's the wiretap. It is. Have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. This is so anime. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is me hitting the wrong button. Yeah, it's a clock and all that, so let's not hit the wrong button that time. There we go. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! Oh. It's no fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it though. Like, we saw the murder in the beginning of the episode. Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping or irrelevant? Gah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. I can't talk all of a sudden. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Come on, think of something. We should probably call the bell. Yeah, let's call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I'll accept it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. He received them so in the middle of his work that he just brought the food that he was holding at the time with him. And they've just, you know, just been there. Perfect the whole time. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. I mean, you could just have him put it down. Just, you know, like there's a podium in front of him. Just put it down. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. So, if you remember back to her room, she, there was champagne and 2 glasses. So I don't know about... I don't know about the iced coffee. Let's just press. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, You will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And I... ooh. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Ooh, he slipped for a second there. He saw them. But who is them? Okay, she asked for... 9 on the dot, you say? She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Oh! Hang on. No. Because if the murder happened exactly at 9, she said she saw it as it happened. But we know that she didn't because... Yeah. We know that she didn't because Phoenix was there for, like, long enough for her body to get cold. There's no way it was instant. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would you be so particular about the time? Okay, no. That's gotta be it. It's her tits. It absolutely is her tits. Good thing I examined those earlier. No. Doesn't have the time on it, though. I guarantee you that's what it is. But I don't have any evidence to present. Precisely 9? Precisely, exactly, most definitely. That's right, I already did this one. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. It's gotta be here. It has to be here. It's not it. Damn it. Okay, so I know for a fact what's on the receipt. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's check the receipt. Can I actually check the receipt? No, it just shows... It's just the killer's... It's where the quote-unquote killer wrote Maya's name on it. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. He couldn't have, though. He, like, absolutely couldn't have. No, that doesn't have any times on it or anything. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case I like fuck up so bad that I end up losing. I'm gonna try to not to save scum, but she asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Brought it to her precisely at the requested time. I think this one might be the one that's actually, because there's the two champagne glasses. The dude said that he saw them. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest sir favored me with a embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that... I thought I pressed everything, but I guess I didn't, so okay. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Oh, I'm about to fuck up. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I have to protest. There's no way. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. I think it's the room service. Because like she said that she saw him right on the dot, but she couldn't have saw her right on the dot because Mia died at 9. And yeah. Okay, we'll do room service. Tell me again about room service. Guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes. Well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? Oh! Or rather, quite. I gotta get back to streaming this. Yeah, I saw that you're the only other person on my friends list who has any kind of, any play history for this. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object! That was objectionable! Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention that in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. That's bad. Need to get my fix of lawyer boyfriends game. I've done it. I've won. Yeah, these are really fun. These are really fun games. They scratch a really particular itch. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... The man with Miss May, right? The man who checked in with Miss May. Yeah, it has to be. That was a weird question. Why did they ask me that? As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself had an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today on the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. This is actually a multi-day case. I didn't realize that. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. again, that other attorney is pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. You say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I've always loved this picture of her because she's got like the rosy cheeks and just like all puffed up. It's cute. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to get down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. Maya is almost as adorable as Pearly. I love Pearl. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Okay, so I know for a fact, because like, look at it this way. Because if you look at the map, the glass thing is to the left, right? So if you're looking at the window, did I just save? Yeah, I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. But no, like it's like if you're looking at that room from across the hotel into there, then running right won't do anything. Like there's nothing broke. Like the thing is broken on the left. So she's clearly lying about that too. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer, I hope you die. You come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. I don't know why this is the voice I'm using now. Sounds like bootleg Danny DeVito. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Please, you're scaring the security guard. God, she can just snap to the different personalities. That's terrifying. All right. Tell me about your man. Where is he? Come on. No way, Josie. Maybe that's something to get her to talk. So I gotta find some evidence and present it to her. Hey, Tanya. I had never seen this game. It is awesome. Yeah, it's a little like cult classic Game Boy Advance game that got ported to DS when it came over to the States. And yeah, it's like a little murder mystery thing. It's really fun. And the writing on it is fantastic for like a Japanese game, you know? There's like a lot of like the localization team did a really good job on this game. When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep. Yeah, so why are you even bothering here, Phoenix? Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. The bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just me? Oh man, look at that eye twitch. So I've got to find some kind of evidence to make her talk about the dude. What? Why is the painting missing? Huh, looks like Grossburger's out again today. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of fishermen? Wasn't a very memorable... I thought it was farmers, to be honest with you. I wasn't really paying attention. This is new. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the back. DL6 incident, Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Oh, it's their mother. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. It might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. That's our killer. Maybe I should switch it with the one that I took. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me swap the photos. I can take this photo, and I can go show it to Miss Bitch Tits. And she'll want to talk to me. Okay. Might as well check out the hotel. She's not going to be there to stop me from snooping around, so... Ah, welcome, sir. Oh, it's the bellboy. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes! Our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Oh, whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. But I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Alright. See what he has to say. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not the boast, but but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. Here we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Well, that's convenient. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. Subtitle? Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sure. Alright, let's show him the photo. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. Just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I really don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? Affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, we'll probably need that in court, so I'm okay with that. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Oh, so instead of showing him her the photo of him, I can just show her the affidavit. That's probably what that is. That makes sense. All right. No, hang on. I wanna look around some more. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Co. law offices, of course. Plan to install a telescope in that window. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. Just kidding, sir. Yeah, that guy's a little obsessed with this, huh? A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. Dude, this dude is insane. He's about to just need to go change his pants in a little bit. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Okay, Phoenix. There's still a screwdriver struck in that door. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Yeah, there's really nothing else going on here. I guess I could ask him about the bed. Let me just go ask a strange man about this bed. That's not totally, you know, weird or anything. You know, we're just two dudes who are just alone in a hotel room talking about a bed. You know. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Please really give this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Yeah. An old movie poster. Apparently this is the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. Check it out one of these days. Mia's favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. Sky is blue and so am I. There's the hotel right across the way. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. Yeah, there's like nothing here. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. The file's missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Ooh. Maybe to do with that DL6 incident, methinks. But of course I can't prove anything, so... Guess we'll go back and talk to her now. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. This case is I'm shaving my head. Poor Phoenix. Alright. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No! No, that's not right! Do you have proof this was him? I do have proof. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Ah, boy. I'm gonna have to age gate this video on YouTube. Holy shit. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now tell me about this man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White. We've got Red White of Blue Corp and April May. Good lord, the names are so fucking bad. I love it. Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Alright. I have a feeling I'm gonna need that photo. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the hell is that loafer? Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you were quite the thing, my boy. The trial! The trial! Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something's got passed down through Mia, maybe. It brings me back memories, it does. Well, there isn't my youth like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you give me some information. Oh, her photo's gone. Solid mahogany desk. Does he say anything? Wait a second. Yeah. No, he doesn't say anything? Okay. Alright, what do you gotta say? So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? That's a fair point. He's being blackmailed for sure. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright?
No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. I guarantee you he's being... Way to change the voices partway through. Yeah, I know. It's because I forget what voice I do. And then, like, everyone's had, like, 5 voices. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall.
Pretentious looking?
Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go?
Yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see?
Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you? Did something happen?
I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that cursed painting. I didn't,
Remember how violently yesterday he was all like, it's worth $3 million and I'll never sell it and it's blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna show him the photo. Just kidding, I won't. Won't let me. Oh, probably because I wasn't in the right place. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? Give it back at once. Sorry to have taken it without your knowledge, but I have to know. Who is this man? He's most likely in April May's room at the night of the murder.
What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy?
I'm so flustered.
I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Alright, well, I guess all that's left. Let's go see what Blue Corp's got going on. My voices for this game are permanently colored by Proz's voices. I don't know who Prozd is. Is he a YouTuber or something? What's with the surreal decor? That's an oddly suspicious painting, don't you think? Your name? What's your name? Does this man literally just have a diamond just stapled to his shirt? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantesque vocabulary. I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official? What? My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. This guy's giving me a headache. Holy shit. That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yeah, he's a little off the scale. Alright. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she had done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. I would say he's doing more than trying. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Oh, he was absolutely there the night of the murder. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Why wasn't he called? The police, the courts, to me they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Quite. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Really? That's amazing! And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic. Is it not? Oh my god, my voice is like not happy with me right now. I'm gonna have to break and get some water soon. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grudy Burr. What? Oof. What? Did I just get punched? Oh, I did get punched. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I mean, the man's got diamond stapled to shirt. I think it's safe to assume that he's got a little bit of money to throw around. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Crossberg's. Yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life personally, purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Well, I don't like this guy. He's an asshole. Yeah, I really don't have anything I can show him. So I guess we're going back here now? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Ahem! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not saying all yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Yeah, something is really bothering him. I'm glad you're able to figure that out, Phoenix. So you came to see the trial? Yes. Really, what was that? You see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. Okay, we already talked about that. Asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Oh, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there's a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. Suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. I kind of want to do that just to see the reaction. He's blackmailing you. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. As you suspected, I could not stand a defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. Yep, that makes sense. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. Her name was Misty Fey. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Ah, the missing files. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Let me have another look. Yep, I know exactly where I'm looking. Cases the chief ever worked on are filed here in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Well, I need to look for the DL6 incident, so let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Phoenix, stop. A, B, F. Misty Fey. It's Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah, read it. Fuck it. I have tarnished the Fey name. Leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. I mean, we established that already. She worked under him. Alright, let's do J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of it? Sure. Sigh. Well, no harm in flipping to him, I guess. Biggest parts here at the end. S. Suicide. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay. Well, that was something. So I guess now we come back to him? Or do we go to Blue Corp now? Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Okay, that was a waste of my time. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I think I gotta go back here. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing right now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one that killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. Wait, what? What am I saying? What am I saying you're right or wrong to? You're wrong, Mr. Wright. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. And then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Beep. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? That's you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. The man? What? The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now. Yep, he's really got everyone bribed. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah! Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Oi. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me.
And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right, Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me. Is there anything I can do? Well... Help me break out of here. Right, okay, listen up. I want you to break me out of here. You mean a jailbreak? Yeah, tonight's our only chance. Alright. Huh? Oh, I'd better go get a hacksaw while the stores are still open. Oh, and a rope ladder and a getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know that you're on my side. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Well, he is absolutely the murderer. Like, we know that for a fact. Alright. I'm gonna throw up a real quick BRB. My throat is starting to get really dry, so I need to go get something to drink. We're definitely going to finish this case. I think we'll finish this case, and that'll be enough for the stream tonight. But yeah, real quick BRB. We're gonna listen to some music while we're waiting. I think I actually figured out why my sound wasn't working before. I want to. Yeah, that was actually my fault. Because I have 2 audio output devices. One for like my computer audio, and then another for like Discord audio and stuff like that. And I have music playing to that second track as well, so that way I can be speaking and everything, and I can hear the music, but it doesn't actually bleed into the stream. Or the recording or whatever I'm doing. Like if I'm on the phone, it doesn't come up. Where is sound? There is sound. Advanced audio properties. Advanced audio properties. There we go. Oh god. That was so loud. That was awful. Alright. Well, we'll just listen to a little bit of Phoenix Wright music. A minute or 2 or 3. And I will be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. More Phoenix Wright, including the finale of this case, coming up soon. Sorry, Tanya. It was kind of loud, I know. Swiggity swooty. Swiggity swooty. How's everyone doing? It's been 2 minutes and I'm already acting like it's been a while. Man. This has been a good stream. This has been a really good stream. I have forgotten how much just dumb, stupid fun this game is. It's well written. It's well produced. The gameplay mechanics are really solid for what they are. The artwork is great. Everybody's got personality. The dad jokes never stop. I'll have to watch more often. I am hooked on this game though. I want to play, LOL. Yeah, it was on sale. It's like on sale for everything nowadays. Like obviously I have it on my computer. But I think there's like a Switch copy of it. You used to be able to get it on your phone. Like it was fucking everywhere. But yeah, you're right. You'll need to watch more often. I put on quite the entertaining show when I'm not sucking at video games. At least in my humble opinion, which means that most people think that's really not that good, for be honest. But, yeah. Just give me like a minute. I'm gonna eat a little bit. Because you cannot eat and talk at the same time. I had to play D&D tonight. That's fine. Like, I'm not sitting here and demanding that you guys show up. Like, I do this for fun. And I don't want anybody to feel like they're obligated or forced to. It's like with the whole subscription thing. Like, I offer a lot of benefits. You get a bunch of extra shit if you subscribe to me. But, you know, it's $5. I don't want to like force that on people. But you know, if you choose to do it, you get nice, you get benefits. Got people texting me. I'm streaming. Don't they know how this works? Okay. All right. I think we are ready. Let's dive back into it. Maybe it is someone you know on your stream. Huh? Did I miss something? All right. Let's flip back there. There we go. All right. And as a friendly reminder, this will be the last time I mention anything. Just because I had somebody DM me something. So I just want to go ahead and say real quick. Please don't ever feel obligated to throw money my way. Like, again, I know it's $5, but I just do this for fun. As long as you're here and you're having fun, I'm okay with it. Now, with that being said, there are, like, you can do the Amazon Prime. If you link your Prime account, you get a free sub. That's always good. I think that's actually what Frosty did, is he threw his Twitch sub my way. And then there's other ways that you can help out too. Like there's bits. I have the what's it called? The say it loud, say it live. There you go. where you can donate bits like 10 cents or whatever, and it'll get you and it'll do text to speech for whatever you want on the stream. But again, I don't want anybody to ever feel obligated for that. This is all for fun. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. Well, I guess this is it. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Oh, it's Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. I'll suck your dick for $5. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, there is no way this is gonna end horribly for me. Not a single possible way. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why the witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I could, but I have a feeling it's going to get me in trouble. Fuck it. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! That was loud, I'm sorry. My name is Red White. But my friends call me Blanco Nino. I don't like that. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Well, I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Oh. That was a threat lobbed directly at Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9 p.m., I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. And it was all over. Things occurred as you testify. I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9 p.m., I believe. I'm gonna stop with the voice now, because it's getting dumb. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know? No. You're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for a secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. He's quietly perusing, that's reading to you some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fango? Correct! Okay, we're done with the voices. And there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy... I can't stop doing the voice. I need the voice. I'm a busy man who had business to do. It just suits him. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. I say it suits him, but I've also changed his voice like 10 times, so... It must have been when you attacked, I presume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? Okay, I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Relevant. I care not. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho! I know. After all, I am El Presidente. I really don't like this guy. She ran away, but you gave chase. Give me a little bit more detail about that? I think it's it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprehende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. Hey. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am absolutely perfect. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. I'm pretty sure it's the glass shards. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I'm absolute... Psst, Phoenix. Isn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Okay, so if we take her word for it, and Mia actually did run right, which actually makes sense when you think about it, because there is all of this stuff on the left-hand side. So she... Oh, no, you know what? It's the testimony. The victim dodged an attack that ran to the right. Yeah. Duh, I'm dumb. Wait right there, Mr. White. You dug your own grave. You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly said that the victim ran right. Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the 4 plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim landed to the left, as you claimed she did. She had been running directly away from the door. She had been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Okay, that's a fair point, too. Very strange. Ugh, I don't like that face. What is wrong with that face? Why does that face look like it was drawn in MS Paint? I don't like it. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. He gets it. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing there. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. That's the point, Edgeworth. Thank you. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! Rasputin! Postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity at the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. She first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Ah! You lying son of a bitch! She was hit once! You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? You bet your sweet ass I will, Your Honor. Would you get in trouble if you were in court and the judge is like, do you wanna question this guy? And you're just like, you bet your sweet ass I do, Your Honor. Would you get like like does that count as contempt of court? What does that work? How does that work? Yep. Okay, it was this one. From a blow. Yeah, a blow. I'm gonna present it. Yep, that was it. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-posilutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes. Yes, quite. Objection. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now. Okay. Oh yeah, we're getting the good music now. Excuse me, sorry about that. Well see, I looked out the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Alright. My stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. He's obviously talking about the glass thing. Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yes, very odd. He couldn't have seen it. Mr. White, you saying you saw the glass light stand? And change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Okay. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Ah! No, it was not. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw this light stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big I can't say that word. Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Those are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Boom. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime where the murder took place. Oh yeah, I'm nailing this dude's ass. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. I, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Oh, what do you have up your sleeve now? Mr. White? I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Uh-oh! Because if he placed the wiretap, he would have had early access to the office to see the light stand. Oh, that's a dirty Edgeworth, you little cheeky cunt. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct? He gets it now. Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fey & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White... God, these names are... Look. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Oh, this is bad. He will testify to the court about this wiretapping. This is bad. I don't know how I'm going to defend this one. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Entered the Fey & Co. loss. Until the pistol wire. This is where I saw this glass light stand. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fey's private phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Yeah. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fey & Co. law office. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fey & Co. law office. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. LaCorp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? Light stand was made entirely out of glass. It's quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? Tisk, tisk. Oh, that's not good. You fought honorably. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Phoenix. I know that voice. Mia? What? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? What the hell happened there? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Yeah! Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase September 4. That was the day before the murder. About the stand before the day before the murder. Yep. That's it. What did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Yep. Got him now. Said he saw the stand the week before the murder. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Oh, hell yeah. We got this bastard asshole now. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. You may begin your cross-examination. Here we go. I can nail him now. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wahaha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor. Did you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, When you allegedly entered Faye & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Oh, I got him now. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? It's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... what does he have now? Not so fast, Phoenix, right? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports, is it? This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. If I object, I feel like that's a trap. But I also feel like waiting and seeing what happens is dumb. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. Yeah, I saw that one coming. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No. After Mia showed up to help me and all. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Memo received for Mia. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Oh! You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. I have something I would like to read to the court. Oh, it's going to be all the people who committed quote-unquote suicide. The memo Mia had given me was a list full of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. There we go. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 p.m.? The office? I'll see you later. What is this about? Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha! You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, right? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here right now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aw. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. That was cute. Do it. Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. Yeah, let's save. Well, it's only midnight. Chat, what should I do? Should I start the next game? The next mission? I won't finish it tonight for sure. I don't know, I say that, I might. And the next one's kind of long if I remember correctly. Yeah, you know what? Turnabout Samurai. I thought that was a mission in the second game. Grah, you have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. I could have swore this was a second game heist, but okay. Or heist, mission, whatever. It'll be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen. But who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns! Oy. So it's October. It's been a little bit of time. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then why the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk about me like I'm your great-grandpa or something. I'm only 24. Then watch it with me. He's really cool. And it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. This is time to close up the office. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Poor Phoenix. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes, they're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick! Oi. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. Okay, if this is a show that's, like, marketed towards kids, why do they say, see you in hell? Like, that's a little heavy for a kid show, don't you think? The victim was... God damn it, game. The victim was Jack Hammer. Plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. I'm sorry, I have to... I can't. I need a screenshot of that. These names are so fucking bad. Okay. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, no, no! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! More ringing. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course! We'll be right there! Let's go, Nick! Go! Go where? They had the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. She's decided. Well, what should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. That man has a rug stapled to his chest. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Well, he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know, I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Wonder what they will think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah? He didn't do it. Oy. I Maybe you could just start by telling us what happened. Seems like it was only yesterday. In fact, it was yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 a.m. It's a rehearsal schedule for 5 p.m. When 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh. That's an oddly weird hole. Discovered that it was Jackhammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Yeah. They literally cut a perfect hole into his flesh. There's no blood though, so I guess, you know, that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's a long spear that the Seal Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the modern world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 a.m. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? Sniff. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! Willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Yeah, it sounds about right. I know I said I was going to play it a little bit, but I'm actually getting really tired. My throat is like actually starting to physically hurt. That's okay, though. Alright, guys. Well, I do really appreciate everyone for coming out to the stream. It was a lot of fun. This game brings back a lot of memories for me. I really enjoy it. With all that said, guys, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll do this again in the future sometime.